it's Karen, and I'm back to share my second design team project for the month of March for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And I will put links to the store in the description box below. I'll also put links to her Facebook group and all the designers that are designing for her right now, so you can go over to see what they're making and be inspired to create something from the wonderful things that she has in the store. She has lots of beautiful supplies that can be easily incorporated into what you currently have in your stash, and so it makes it nice to go over and buy a few new things that you can mix in and come up with some beautiful projects. This is a journal cover that I made to go on an envelope journal that I created in the end of January, February, sometime then, doing a craft with me with another YouTuber. So I am going to show you the cover and share this with you, the design that I did to go on this journal, and then in a separate video I'm going to show you, do a flip through of the actual envelope journal, because it is quite a detailed little ephemera journal, and I just want to spend time showing off the cover and all these beautiful products from Kim's shop, and then do the flip through of the journal separately. Let's start and have a look at the cover that I've created. I decided to do a wraparound cover for this particular journal because it is quite chunky and full of lots of little pieces, and I wanted it to be really nicely enclosed within a cover. I used fabric and just from my stash, a piece of old curtain, and then embellished with all of Kim's laces and trims. I also did a bit of an envelope flip onto the front of the cover, which then ties in to the envelope journal that is inside. I'll just start with a few details here. I'll start with the base. The base was an envelope that I sewed some material to, and then added this curtain fabric on, so that's all been sewn on to give a good solid base. And then I decorated with laces and trims. So this lace was in my stash, but it was from Kim's store. I don't think she has it there anymore, and it was actually quite a wide lace. I think it had 3 rows of this area where you could run a ribbon through, and I just cut the top part off with the scallop and one of the rows, and I ran a pink ribbon through there. And that I put along the top of the journal, and that wraps all the way around. And on the upper part here, I added in this lace, which is from Kim's shop. And this is a beautiful trim that she has, one of my favorites. She had it last year, and she's restocked it again this year. It has a beautiful dangle on it. It's very versatile, and I use that wrapping all the way around, and I'll show you more of it when I do the back side. But it adds a lot of movement with the little dangles on it here. And then continuing on down the side of the wrap here, I've made a flower using some pink tulle from my stash. And then this is the bunny trim, which showed in my design team package. And I did mention that you could easily make it into a flower because it has this gorgeous scallop on the edge. And when you layer it up with other pieces, you can't even see the bunnies. And so I wanted to show you how you can do that. And you can do this with a lot of laces. Any lace that has a lovely scallop on the edge will make a beautiful flower just by gathering the one side. So another layer of tulle, a layer of her embroidered lace. This is her bling center, the pearl with the bling around the edge. And I just added a row of sort of teal colored flat back pearls to tie in a bit of the teal that I have on the cover. And then I just did a little tatted butterfly, and I attached her onto one of the little openings on the embroidered lace there, and so she works as a dangle. And then this is a piece from one of her trims. It was in my design team package as well, and I just cut a piece off for a dangle to come from that flower. Then along the bottom of the journal cover, I put double peacock trim that she has in the store, and it looks just fabulous dangling off the bottom of a journal like this. It's so, so pretty. And on the back side, or the inside of the journal cover, all along the bottom, I've put one row of the pink fringe trim, I think it was called, and then one row of the leaf trim, so that that's dangling from the inside of the cover, and then it all dangles down really pretty along the bottom there. Looks really lush and pretty. This is just some of my tatting that I added in along the top of the, any opportunity that I can add a little bit of tatting now. Have to admit I'm a little addicted to it, so I put it, little bits of it everywhere. It is a soft journal cover. It does create a bit of a spine because of the bulk of the journal inside, and so I put 2 rows of this part of this trim from up here. I used that, which you can hardly tell, because then I sort of added the leaf trim, kind of little pieces of it here and there, and then in the middle of each of these little flowers I put one of the teal colored flat backs. And then these are the strings coming out from holding the journal, and then on the ends of the strings I added the butterflies that were in my design team package. I took the bows off and I blinged them all up. I added some beads to the strings, of course, and then blinged the butterflies up with flat back pearls and some AB little crystals, flat back crystals that I had. So they look really pretty dangling off the edge of this journal. You can see them there. They look really pretty. And just before I open the tie, to go over the front a little bit more, I just want to show the back. The back of the cover again is the scrapbooking paper that was sewn, and the piece of curtain that was from my stash that I sewed onto an envelope to give it some stability. And then here is the back of that beautiful lace from Kim's shop. This is the other one from my stash, but it was in her shop before, and it has, this was just 2 rows of it. And then there's that peacock trim again, double peacock trim at the bottom, and of course you can see the pink fringe and the leaves showing in between as well, and then a little bit more of that tatting that I did. And then here's one of those beautiful hearts that I had in my design team package that I think she may have sold out of them, but it's probably something she will be trying to get back in. And I put it here on an angle just because I thought it looked really pretty there, tipped on its side. And I fluffed up the 3D little stamens in the middle and a little acrylic flower in the center to tie in with the pink. To finish showing you the rest of the cover, I did add some of the leaf trim here. I cut off a piece, glue string, cut off a piece here, and I did on along the side too. And this is just some seam binding, couple of double row of it, and I just tied that around. It is attached into the binding on the back. So here's the rest of the cover. This, of course, is the wrap, and then this is open and this is behind the wrap. As I said, there is the rest of the leaf trim around this flip, and this is an envelope with a window in it, and so you can see through the window to what's below. This is just some tatted flowers that I added on there that tied in the colors, and this is a napkin that I adhered onto the envelope, and I also sewed all the way around that envelope. And then it flips up, and it's decorated on the back, and then it has some tea stained paper, stenciling, stamping, all on the inside here. And then this is one of the little tea bags that I use to make journals with, but I also use them for flips and pockets, and I've done a flip and a pocket here with it. And it's been collaged, and then I've added a piece of the bunny lace. I thought it was really pretty, and it flips up so that you can see the rest of the collaging underneath. This is a napkin with the hummingbird and the flowers. And then this flips open this way, and you can see the back of the tea bag, and you can see through it to the inside. And this is the rest, another couple of pieces of that bunny trim, and then there's a little journaling card inside of there. And then this piece in the front here is this is part of a large envelope. This is the window in the envelope, and what I did was I did a slow stitch. I know there's some glare off of the lighting, so just bring it up a little bit so it's not right in the light, so you can have a look. And hopefully you can see it, not too bad there. And I did a slow stitch piece with flowers and just some slow stitching and a little butterfly attached on, some lazy daisy stitch, French knots, straight stitches, and just in the colors that incorporate the front of the journal. And I put that inside the envelope, and I sewed it all closed, so it can't be removed. And then I did a tatted flower here in the corner, and I put one of, I had still some cabochons. Kim has lived in the store. The fairy one suited there well. And then this is another, it's along the side of the journal here, and on the inside here, I put that lovely pink trim that was in my design team package. That's also from her store. It has a beautiful sort of shimmer on in the pink in that, and it looks really nice as an edging. And just inside here here you can see how I put the pink fringe trim and then the leaf trim down over top, and how it has just beautiful lush movement all on the bottom of here. And then when you close it and you add that lushness into the peacock trim, it's just beautiful. It just turned out so nice. So I hope you'll go over and have a look in the store and pick up some of these trims for yourself. Add them to some of the things you have in your own stash, and you'll find that they're so nice to work with. They're such beautiful laces and trims, and they just complement anything else you have and make for a beautiful project. If you're in the US and you spend over $35, you can get free shipping, and that's US only. And all the links again will be in the description box below, so please pop over and have a look. And if you are interested in seeing the inside of the journal, then check out my next video, and you can see that too. And I have actually used some more of Kim's products in there as well, so you will see a few other little things that are used in that journal. Bye for now.